Daedalus was a brilliant architect and inventor. He was so brilliant that King Minos of Crete did not want him to go back to his home in Athens. Instead, he kept him as a prisoner. Daedalus lived with his son Eurycus in a tower, and King Minos made him invent weapons of war. Daedalus and Eurycus longed to return home. Daedalus looked out over the ocean, over the waves of the Mediterranean Sea. He thought for a very long time about the best way to escape. He came up with a plan. He told King Minos that he needed feathers and wax for a new invention that he was working on. When he arrived, the supplies went to the tower and he arranged them into 4 lines. When Daedalus had finished, he showed Icarus his work that he had made with feathers into wings. And he began to flap them until his feet took off the ground and began floating into mid-air. Icarus laughed with joy and could not wait to try out the smaller pair of wings. Over the next few days, father and son both practiced until little Icarus learned how to fly. The morning of the escape, Daedalus said to Icarus,
"Now, son, we are ready to leave the island for good. Flying can be very dangerous. Now listen to my instructions. At all times follow me, for I will find the way home. Do not fly too low, or your wings will fill with moisture from the waves. Then they will get too heavy and you will sink down. Nor should you fly too high, for the sun will heat the wax and your wings will fall apart."
And then Daedalus and his son jumped into midair. Over the seas they sailed. Icarus swooped down and up. His father turned around and called,
"Icarus, be careful."
But it was too late. Icarus flew too close to the sun and his wings began to melt. Icarus began to flap his arms frantically and began to fall down towards the sea, calling, "Father!" Icarus soon drowned, and Daedalus had no other option but to fly back to Crete. And when he returned, he was so saddened that by his son's death that he decided to jump off the tower and he died.
Yay!